Sante Kimes craved wealth from a young age. She desired a life of luxury and opulence, always dreaming of the finer things. Born into poverty, she resented her circumstances deeply. Her ambition burned fiercely, fueled by an insatiable greed. Kimes became adept at manipulating people to get what she wanted. She conned, she lied, she stole. Her petty crimes soon escalated to more serious offenses like forgery and arson. Sante's hunger for riches grew insatiable, driving her to take greater risks. She married Kenneth Kimes Sr., a wealthy businessman, seeing him as a ticket to the life she always wanted. Their union seemed a victory, a perfect match of ambition and wealth. Yet Sante's criminal tendencies remained. She forged checks and even staged burglaries to maintain their lavish lifestyle. Her husband, blinded by love and perhaps denial, often forgave her transgressions. But Sante's actions grew bolder over time. Her crimes became more brazen and audacious, catching the attention of law enforcement. Kenneth Jr., Sante's son, became entangled in her web. He adored his mother, trusted her implicitly. Sante exploited that trust. She drew him into her schemes. Kenneth Jr. became her accomplice, her confidant, her alibi. Their crimes escalated together. They stole cars, they forged documents, they assumed new identities, mother and son, partners in crime. Their bond, forged in manipulation and deceit, grew unbreakable. Irene Silverman, an elderly New York socialite, vanished without a trace one summer evening. She owned a luxurious townhouse in the heart of Manhattan, a symbol of her wealth and status. This made her a prime target for the notorious Kimes duo, Sante and Kenneth Jr. They cunningly insinuated themselves into her life, posing as wealthy tenants looking for a place to stay. Then, without warning, Irene disappeared. No trace of her was found. No ransom demands were made. Just an eerie silence. Suspicion quickly fell on Sante and Kenneth Jr. They fled New York, becoming fugitives on the run. The FBI soon joined the manhunt, and the media frenzy exploded, capturing the nation's attention. Sante and Kenneth Jr., the infamous mother-son crime duo, became national news, their faces plastered across headlines. Captured in Utah, their trial became a media sensation. The public was captivated by the bizarre and chilling details that emerged. The prosecution painted Sante as the mastermind, a cold, calculating manipulator who orchestrated a series of heinous crimes. Kenneth Jr., they argued, was her pawn, a young man ensnared in his mother's web of deceit and criminality. A victim of her control, the jury agreed, finding them both guilty. Sante received a 120-year sentence. Her cold demeanor never wavered as the sentence was read. Kenneth Jr., a lighter sentence. He maintains his innocence, insisting he was unaware of his mother's sinister plans, claims ignorance of his mother's crimes. His emotional pleas in court painted a picture of a son lost and manipulated. The truth, perhaps, lies buried with Irene Silverman. Her disappearance remains one of the most haunting aspects of the case. At the time of the Kimes' sentencing, authorities said Kenneth Kimes strangled Silverman, and then he and his mother put her body in garbage bags and disposed of it somewhere only they knew. A police search of their car and luggage found guns, a knockout liquid, plastic handcuffs, fright masks, syringes, tapes of Silverman's telephone conversations, and a fake deed to Silverman's home. Sante Kimes was sentenced to 120 years in prison and would not have been eligible for parole until 2119. Her son received 125 years. In 2004, Sante Kimes was convicted in California of murder in the 1998 death of businessman David Kasdan, whose body was found in a trash bin, and she was later sentenced to life in prison. Kenneth Kimes, who pleaded guilty in 2003, also was sentenced to life in prison. He said his mother planned Kasdan's killing and sent him to do the job. He testified that he shot Kasdan in the back of the head at close range, and that someone he found at a homeless shelter helped him dispose of the body. He said his mother decided to kill Kasdan, an old friend, after Kasdan found out that she had taken out a $280,000 loan by forging his signature. Sante Kimes' criminal past also included a 1986 conviction for illegally transporting Mexican girls and keeping them as prisoners and household slaves in her Las Vegas home. The chilling tale of Sante Kimes and her son continues to fascinate. Their story has been the subject of numerous books and documentaries. Their story, a reminder of the dark potential that lurks beneath the surface of even the most seemingly ordinary lives. A tale that serves as a stark warning of the dangers of unchecked ambition and manipulation.